Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another series review by the Winner Circle Sports Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Nardi, it was a pretty crazy last week for both of our teams. How do you feel?
I mean, you know, like I said, I keep saying it. You're going to hear me say it over and over. The Orioles don't go out easy. And again, we had three close games, really, really close games in this series. So, how'd the Mets do?
It was a little bit of the up and downs for the Mets. There was a good game, there was a crazy game, and then there was a really bad game.
All right, yeah. So let's get into it. I'll start. Game one, Yankees Orioles. Garrett Cole, Jordan Lyles. I was actually at this game. I was sitting in section 110, like front row. Like I could, if I wanted to, I probably could have like hit Judge with a fastball upper 90s. Like would have been fine, but it's all right. So first inning, Aaron Judge comes out, hits a bomb, like absolute bomb. First inning. So the Yankees go up 1-0. Garrett Cole it was just an off day for him. Like I said it, he's been pitching great. Got up. I think it was the third inning. He gave up 4 runs. Just a bad inning overall. Aaron Hicks again. I can't stress it enough. I would like any other player to play the position except him. Man, there's no hustle. It's like he doesn't want to be there. Yeah, you're playing for the Yankees. You're playing for the Yankees. There's fans there at every game. You're not the Athletics. You don't have 2,000 people come and watch you. You have 32,000. But I don't know what to say, man. He can't hit. He doesn't run to the ball. There's no. It's one thing if you can't hit and are good at defense, like Gallo is. But Hicks is he's not good at both. Like you can't be up there and not be suck at both. Like I don't know, man. Fifth inning comes around. Judge hits his second home run of the game. This is another one. This one landed in left field bleachers. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Matt Carpenter's mustache is beastly. Top six. Ramon Urias for the Orioles hits another home run. So now they're winning 5-4 in the top of the sixth. Injury bug, man. I don't like it. Just you have pitchers going down. Chapman got hurt now. Loiza's on the 10-day IL. It's just there's a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't really you can't really stop it from happening. Stanton's also on the IL. He hurt himself swinging at another low away slider and got hurt. So after game one, Yankees lose 6-4. Garrett Cole gets he gets credited for his first loss of the season. Now he's 4-1 with like a 3.1 ERA or something. So he's still having a good season. It was just an off day.
Yeah, that's funny to hear about Hicks and how you talk about him, because
I think every team has that one player that they don't like, and he's mine. I can't stand him.
Do you have a nickname for him or no?
Nah, he's just Hicks. He doesn't deserve a nickname.
All right. Mets game one?
Yeah, go for it.
So the Mets started off super promising. We had a big win, a big day from everybody on the team. I got 2 stats I think are pretty fire from the first game. We had 5 players with 2 or more RBIs in the game, and every single person who had an at-bat had a hit that night. All of our 9 starters had a hit, and I thought that was going to set us off for a fire series. The final was 13-3. But we put most of that on in the last 2 innings. There were 7 runs in the 8th and the 9th. So I was hoping it was going to springboard us forward, but we'll see.
You're all every batter who came up had a hit that night?
All 9 guys had a hit.
Oh, yeah. That's something that'll never happen on the other side of New York. All right.
Speaking of which, we're going to jump right back into the Mets' second game, which is an absolute thriller. Game of the year, question mark. I know there's a lot of games left, but it's definitely in contention for one of the craziest games of the year so far, even with the Mets' crazy comebacks, and it was a Mets loss, because it doesn't have to be a Mets win to be it's a crazy, great game if the Mets win, but Mets loss, still a crazy game. So let's break out some of the stats for you here. Chris Bassett got the start on the hill, so obviously we're expecting him to become the new ace. So we basically have to win when he pitches. It did not get started the way we wanted, though. The score was 6-1 by the 5th inning, and we were trailing big. But the Mets have proven time and time again, you can't count them out either. The Mets rally started in the 8th inning. We had 3 straight hits. My boy Dom Smith with a 2 RBI single to get it going. A few at-bats later, Lindor clears the bases with a triple, and we take the lead. The score is 10-8. Bottom of the 8th inning, Jock Peterson hits his 3rd home run of the night to tie the game up at 11-11. Top of the 9, we get another chance again with the Dom Smith leadoff triple. My boy getting hot again off the bench, getting hot. And then he was able to get in and score. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Edwin Diaz. Giants are down to their final outs. They clipped a couple of base hits. They got a walk. They walked it off. They won the game. I mean, a great game, but a horrible loss for the Mets down to the last out. 13-12 was the final. What a game, though.
Yeah, no, that's a great game. I watched the highlights of that game. That was crazy. Jock Peterson, there's a couple players in the MLB who are I think are underrated. He's one of them. He's bounced around a couple of years. He doesn't. It's funny. He's a different type of ball player. He's not very good in the field. I think he actually made an error in the Mets game. He missed a ball or something, and I don't know. They got a couple runs off of it. But when you have pop like he does, he's a great bench bat, and I think, what was he, DHing, or was he starting this game? He was starting, right?
I think he was starting, yeah.
Yeah, he was starting, and then, you hit 3 home runs and ended up helping your team massively. What did he have, 8 RBIs or something? Yeah. I don't know. He was, I don't know. He had a great game, but like I said, he's another underrated player. You can't really count him out. He's always a guy who can change a game with one swing of a bat. I don't know.
And I think he had the reason why is, I guess we could add him up, but he had another RBI single.
He had a single too.
Yeah, in the 9th. So
mm-hmm.
We really got beat almost by him alone, but that game ran until almost 3:00 in the morning for time. So hard to watch that one.
But speaking of players having great games, Yankees game 2, Jordan Montgomery started this game, and I told you a while ago he has no run support, and I feel extraordinarily bad. This was the game that was on that we were watching while we did the last podcast.
Yep.
So game started, Rizzo his solo shot at the bottom of the 1st. He's been kind of out of it, I guess. I wouldn't he's not slumping, but he's hasn't been as productive as he was in April. Rizzo hasn't been as productive as he's been in the month of April. He's been okay. He's done great defensively. You can't really yell at him. Actually, he had an error in the first game, but it's whatever. Gleyber and Trevino both hit solo shots this game. And then Gleyber hit another one later. I think it was the 5th inning. So he had 2 home runs tonight. Second Yankee, 2 games in a row, 2 home runs. Trevino came in and tied the game in the 7th. I told you, Yankees catchers have been out of it. They have not had a very good day. But Trevino comes in, has another huge at-bat. Best at-bat of the game, in my opinion. Trevino comes in, 2-out RBI single. Ties the game, top of the 7th, or bottom of the 7th. In comes in, our closer, Clay Holmes. He's a force to be reckoned with now. The guy, people are taking him seriously. Now he's up to, I think, 23 innings scoreless right now. Comes in, strikes out 2. And we have to, with the injuries, we had to bring up Florial. I still don't think he has a hit. He's 3 or 4 games for us now, and he's 0 for 17. I know it's a big adjustment between AAA and the majors, but if you're going to come up and play for a team, you got to do something. We also brought up Andujar. He sat the bench this game, and now to the best at bat of the game, IKF, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, came up and he started this at bat 0-2 and worked all the way back to get a single in the bottom of the 10. So this game went to extras, kept it close. And Jose Trevino, again, comes up, have a day. Has a a rifle shot down the third baseline. This ball left his bat like 106 miles an hour, just went right past the third baseman, walked it off. Clark Schmidt gets the W for the game, another Yankees rookie. But Trevino, so shockingly, this is not, well, yeah, I guess you could say shockingly. He comes in. This was the day, it was like the 7th anniversary of his father's death or something. And he came in and did that. So he went 3 for 4, 5 RBIs, I think. So he came in. He was the Yankees offense. Yankees won this game 6-5, I think. So he was the Yankees offense in this game. Like him and Glaber both carried this team. I'll just go right into game 3 because I really don't have a lot to talk about. Right before this game, Loaiza and Stanton were both placed on the 10-day IL. So it's another 2 players down. JP Sears gets a start in AAA. He's had 3 starts in AAA, I think. He's been, and he has a 0.8 ERA in the games he's played. So he brought him up. Figured give him a start. Why not? Yanks struck first, and Duhar had an RBI single. So scored Judge after Judge had a double. We had a bunch of young guys pitching. I mean, we had JP Sears, I don't even know how to say his name, Harinaccio. I don't know. He comes in, he pitched great. They knocked the bullpen again, they knocked down 12 straight batters, I think. Then Clay Holmes comes in, finishes the game, and the bullpen pitched 4 scoreless innings, 12 batters up, 12 batters down. I mean, you can't really complain. Like the bullpen did their job. It was a 2-0 win, I think. That was it. So can't really complain. And actually, as maybe 2 hours ago, the Yankees signed Matt Carpenter to a 2-year deal. But I just want to read off because I don't think he's really going to come up here to play the field. I think we're moving Stanton into the field when he comes back. That's what the problem is. We don't really have another fielder. So let me just pull this up real quick. Matt Carpenter is a DH, lifetime. He's played 11 seasons. He's batting 262, 155 home runs, 576 RBIs, and has an 816 OPS in 11 seasons. He's a 3-time All-Star. He is 36 years old, but I think he's more there for the short porch and his lefty swing. He gets a lot of RBIs, so that's a plus. So that's what the Yankees need. Even if he's not going to hit home runs, we need guys who can hit RBIs. If you look, most of our runs come on these RBIs. I mean, most of these runs come on singles and doubles. We have guys who hit home runs, but we changed a lot.
The Mets' third game, I want to be very quick about. I don't want to talk about it. After the devastating loss the night before, obviously you don't want to get dogged before you have to fly back. That's a long flight for these boys after that game. Same situation as you. We had a AAA pitcher, Thomas Zapucki, came in, gave up 9 runs in the first 2 innings, off 4 home runs. It was an absolute slaughter of the Mets. Let's just get home. We have the day off today. Yankees are playing the Tampa Bay Rays.
We're in Tampa. Yeah.
So we are going to be updating that series in a few days. Thank you so much for watching to this point of the video. Nardi, episode 3.
Yeah.
That's 3 more than we had before. So, welcome back.
Yep.